Hey everybody, this is Coach Keith Kepner. With this video, I'm going to show you how to do an amateur rap for competition. It's a little different than a pro rap, but there's a lot of similarities. So starting off, you got tape and you got a roll of gauze. With the gauze, what we're going to do first is build up a sponge or a pad to put over the knuckles. So bear with me a second, Alex, while I roll this up. Now what we do typically is like 20 to 25 times around the fingers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I keep my fingers spread wide. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We'll just do 20 for him. And I pull it off, and so this way I have a nice thick pad. Now I'm going to take my scissors here and cut it. So this will be our pad to put over the knuckles. Then what I'm going to do is cut strips about maybe 8 inches long to go in between the fingers to secure it. You'll see where we'll use that later. So I cut 3 strips that I'll use to tie and put it in place. So that is my prep work. So I'm done with that. I put that to the side, and before I wrap a whole bunch of fighters up, I can just kind of prep all the wraps like that. So then starting off with the hand, we're going to create a thumb loop by digging into the wrap. So now we have a thumb loop. Bam. We're going to put that into the thumb. Make a fist going around the wrist. Wrap only a couple times because this is just kind of a preliminary wrap. Spread wide. Go around the knuckles. And what we're doing is just building up a base that we can do the rest of the wrap. One thing to watch as you wrap is when you cross over, always cross over the top. Don't cross over like this way so you cover up the palm. We want to leave that palm open as much as possible. So not crossing here, leaving the palm open as much as possible. Now from there, what I'll do is I'll take this pad, I'll lay it down nice and flat. I'll lay it low. From here, what I'll do is I'll strap it down once, then I'll wrap it over. Now doubles it up, makes it a thicker pad. Now I try to get nice and tight and secure. From here, maybe go around the thumb again and start anchoring it from here. And this way we also cover up here so we can tape that, and obviously don't want tape right on the skin. So just like that. And there's a lot of different methods you can go, kind of Xing across. You can also make sure you tighten this nice and securely. I see with Alex's hand, I could have built up probably more pad. I did 20 times for the pad. I probably could have done 25. So again, going around here, getting the thumb nice because that thumb can get injured. Get injured with the fighting. Around here. And now I'm going to finish out, make a fist, finish out on the wrist. Make a fist to go around the wrist so you can ensure that it's not too tight. On this wrist, don't go down too deep. You see only about maybe 2 inches down. And you can do a little zigzag pattern on it, which can help secure it a little bit better. And let's get that thumb one more time. There you go, good. Tight fist. And so you finish it out. And there's a little bit of an art to it. It's not an exact science how many times you go around here or here. It's going to vary on the size of the person's hand. So now I'm done with that. Now, I'm going to tape it once to secure it. Then we're going to start going in between the fingers. So tape it down once to secure that so it doesn't become unraveled. I don't even have to go real tight on that. And then now, I start taking my strips. Turn over. Now from here, I crimp it together. And now I'm going to start tying this. I tie just a single knot, like such. Tuck it in so it doesn't splay out, so it doesn't look nasty. And then turn it over. I'm going to twirl it a little bit so it can be thin. Make a tight fist, making a rope essentially. And then I pull it tight. And now if you can, Alex, put your thumb right where my thumb is. Beautiful. Yep. Good. Now from there, I'm just going to tape it down once to secure it. If you can't position your thumb, there you go. Beautiful. Tight fist. There you go. Good. So go around just once to secure it. Bam. All right. Now we're going to do that 2 more times. Turn over. Going to do it again. In this way, we ensure the pad stays in place. It's real nice, tight package. And this can actually help increase the power of your punch as well as protect your knuckles because it fills the glove up. Turn it over. I twirl, open wide. Now tight fist, good. And now I can kind of see to make sure I'm not riding too high up on the knuckles. Make sure I'm covering them appropriately. Hold that if you want. Awesome. Good. Like that. Just to secure it. All right, turn over. One more time. And I ask him throughout, how's it feel? How's it feeling?
Feels good.
Good. It's not too tight?
It's not.
Okay. And there's a couple of methods you can do if the wrap does get too tight. Some people have real sensitive circulation. Turn over. And there's certain adjustments you can make a fist once you've wrapped it. You don't have to unwrap the whole thing. And now as you see, I try to bring everything, put your thumb there, put your thumb there. Good. Now keep everything straight though, just like that, beautiful. I try to bring everything coming to the middle. I don't try to go like this with the straps. I go right down the middle. Bam, secure it. Now from here, I'm gonna cut off here because I had a little extra, a little excess. Keep that tight fist. Now I'm going to go once around, building up and down, because you're limited on how much tape you can use with amateurs. Now, I'm going to hit that thumb. Good. One more time on that thumb. Twice on the thumb just for now. And now from here, now I'm going to start doing layering tape across. I anchor it here, make sure he makes a tight fist, and I hold it there with the thumb, anchoring, come around, and rip it off right there. So just one strip coming across here. This really helps protect the small bones in the hand. Tight fist. There you go, good. Helps stop the boxer's fracture. Good. Then I do it again here. Tight fist, boom, and I put it right about here and pull it off. Now spread wide. Now I'm going to secure it. So I'm going to go across here, come under, and hit, if you can, rotate your hand like that, other way. And hit over here, so everything gets anchored and secured, and it's not over the palm. Make it fist. You see the fingers can all close now nice and make a super tight fist. It's beautiful. Relax, open up, good. Spread, good. And again, this layer of tape is just to kind of keep everything in place. I've learned through wrapping enough hands that you don't put this layer of tape over the top. Make a tight fist, and I kind of just secure everything down, and that's our wrap. But I've learned through time, spread wide, that if I do those strips of tape, and then the fighter's sitting around waiting to fight, those little flaps that I put over, those strips will start peeling off and it'll be a big disaster. So with that last piece of tape that I did coming around here and everywhere else, that's to kind of just put everything in place. So therefore this wrap will be good sitting there for a while, and we haven't used a ton of tape because they're limited. But again, the super important point is make a tight fist. You see all this pad he's got on the knuckle. We could have done a lot more. But you see he's got protection on each one of these knuckles. Spread wide. Palms open, make a tight fist. Boom, everything closed. Open up, tight fist. See that? Beautiful, just how we want it, and that meets amateur regulations. Now, you want to make sure when you're putting tape here that you want about 1 inch off the knuckle, so right there is good. If we start coming over here, we're on the knuckles essentially, then that's going to be illegal. So you want to make sure you're back far enough, and this would be good. This passes any amateur fight inspection. Now, let's say he's having a trouble. Let's say it's too tight. Where's a place where it might be too tight? Thumb. Okay, I can see it looks a little too tight on him. So there's a couple things you can do to correct that situation. You can, does it feel more tight up here or down here?
Right in here.
Right in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors. Again, make sure you have the scissors that have this little point on it, the surgical scissors. Go under, inch it in there, and sometimes just loosening it up can do the trick. But let's say that wasn't enough. I can do a little cut. I do that little cut, and now it kind of relieved it. Does that feel a little better?
It does, yeah.
Nice, good. And now let's say he had an issue with the wrist. Let's say, oh man, it's bothering him. Sometimes people have issues down here. He's having a little issue here. Same situation. You can shove this scissors in here. Again, make sure it's like this part, not with the sharp. Inside. And you can get these scissors at any drugstore. Shove it in there. You can loosen it up or put a little cut on it. And you put that little cut on it. Feel that relief a little bit? It relieves it. And so therefore, right from there, it's not going to look quite as pretty, but it still has its functionality. And now the fighter's not going to have issue with his hand going numb. If you're watching this video and you're watching on YouTube, make sure you liked it, click the like button and subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, click like and share.